fuck? What?
I just keep getting better and better.
Wow, this is beyond impressive. What you saw there was the speedrun world record of just one of the 97 levels in Neon White. When I first took a look at the speedrun, I was scared, but also motivated. Can I get there myself? As a speedrunner, Neon White intrigued me from the start. I played mainly platformers in the past, but I also have some good hours in CSGO and Borderlands, so FPS games are not new to me. Though combining the movement of a platformer with the precision gameplay of an FPS was an exciting idea. And it was really fun. I played Neon White for 1 hour because a viewer requested me to, while my main game at the time was still Might and Magic 7. But I knew I would be back. I just had to know whether Neon White might be my next speed game. So when I was finished with Might and Magic 7 and some small side projects in between, I started playing Neon White seriously. To really get a feel for the game, my goal was getting 100%, which I got fairly easily. But let me introduce you to the game itself. Neon White is a fast-paced first-person shooter with a very unique mechanic. Instead of having a set arsenal of abilities or weapons, you're using cards. Each card represents a weapon and an ability. For example, you have a pistol, which you can also use for a double jump. But the caveat is that using the ability discards the card, leaving you without a weapon if you don't manage your options well. The levels are fairly short, and usually the goal is just to kill all enemies and enter the teleporter at the end. In between levels, you have a sweet but dark story, though that is surely not the main aspect of the game. It even has a storyless rush mode, which is of course used for the speedrun. Neon White was designed as a speed game from the start. Each level has set goal times for you to beat, ranking from bronze to gold and finally ace. I got all of them for my casual playthrough. But there was more. Little did I know that there were developer times you can try to beat, and some of them gave me a real headache. In a good way. While ace medals usually require you to find the developer intended skip of the level and refine your execution, developer times often put up a real challenge. Sometimes I had to frame grind. Sometimes I had to rethink my approach entirely. My final goal was to get all the dev medals on my own without looking up any strats. I eventually got there, but all the time I was wondering, how crazy will an actual speedrun of this look? When I finally got the last dev medal, I scheduled a watch party stream to witness this together with my community. We dove in and watched both the White Rush world record, which is basically any percent, and all the IL world records. Needless to say, my jaw was dropped the whole time. I had imagined before what might be possible, having seen some of the unusual strats needed for the dev times, but the speedrun was something else entirely. Holy damn! I got scared. I really got scared that this game might be too much for me. But nonetheless, I wanted to try. And I set my goal of learning all the levels and doing one decent White Rush speedrun. So, how will I approach learning the run? Mainly, I will join the Discord and check all the resources there. Then I will start learning the levels on stream, but I will practice already learned levels off stream as well. Since the game contains of 12 chapters, I will learn all the levels of one chapter and then do chapter speedruns until I'm happy with them. Continuing this throughout the game will put me in a very good spot for one decent White Rush. How far will I push this? No idea. My speedrun experience tells me to just start and double check on the way. The first goalpost is the full run after learning all the levels. Everything else comes after. For the first time, I will document my whole journey here on YouTube. I aim to upload weekly summaries of my progress, as well as noteworthy speedrun PBs. Mainly the chapter runs, not so much the ALs. If you are interested in following me on this journey, please subscribe. I appreciate everyone accompanying me. By the time this video released, I already started learning some of the levels. However, you will get the summary of the first week in the next video. Until then, have a great time. Bye.